peace talks come to a wrap.
Difficult issues remain,
with questions still unanswered. Teen's cruise death investigation still ongoing.
We're seeking to have the child removed from the mother and placed with the father.
As it leads to a family dispute. The start to the most anticipated global sporting event.
Hopefully I can make it to a game.
With the tournament's bracket being set, Caplin News is live. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Dylan Pizzay.
And I'm Brenda Miranda. Today is Monday, December 8th, 2025.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
World leaders are making some high-stakes moves overseas.
Russian President Vladimir Putin meets with India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi to negotiate new economic deals.
As Putin holds talks in India, Ukrainian officials came here to the United States to discuss peace plans. The officials met in Miami for 3 days, and afterwards the Ukrainian ambassador said there are still several obstacles remaining in the plans for peace. While after Putin discussed trade deals in India, he spoke to the Indian press about the negotiations.
Just in the past couple of days, we've heard from the Russian President Vladimir Putin telling reporters in India that he intends to seize the eastern Donbass region by any means.
In Miami, the U.S. and Ukrainian sides both say the negotiations were constructive and that they are one step closer to peace. The new data reveals that Trump administration's immigration crackdown has resulted in nearly 220,000 people arrested. The research comes from the Data Deportation Project, a research group associated with Berkeley Law School, which reported that ICE detained nearly 75,000 people with no criminal records since last January. The Department of Homeland Security has not commented on the findings.
A nativity scene outside a church is making headlines this morning after an immigration message is placed where baby Jesus would normally be. WHDH's Kim Lucy has the story.
Sunday services at St. Susanna Parish in Dedham with a controversial display out front catching attention this week.
People have to sort of put a line in the sand.
Inside the nativity scene is a sign that reads, "ICE was here," in place of where Jesus, Mary, and Joseph should be. The display also includes a phone number to call if people spot immigration enforcement agents in the community. It's been up for a little over a week in response to what Father Steve Josima says is the poor treatment of immigrants in the community.
Jesus spoke up during his time. He spoke truth to power for the injustices he saw, and that's what St. Susanna's is doing.
But not everyone agrees with the message. The Boston Archdiocese is calling the scene divisive and says St. Susanna's didn't get permission for the display. In a statement, leaders write, the people of God have the right to expect that when they come to church, they will encounter genuine opportunities for prayer and Catholic worship, not divisive political messaging. The church's norms prohibit the use of sacred objects for any purpose other than the devotion of God's people. They say the display should be removed and the manger restored to its proper sacred purpose. The Catholic Action League of Massachusetts agrees.
This is entirely inappropriate. It's divisive. It's disrespectful. He's politicizing Christmas, and he's using, he's trivializing the Holy Family, and he's using his position as a Catholic pastor as a kind of soapbox to promote his left-wing political ideology.
Supporters coming from near and far to fill the church for Father Josima Sunday. The pastor getting several rounds of applause during the 10 o'clock Mass, including after his homily. He says he believes the sign is in line with what Pope Leo and the American Conference of Bishops are preaching.
We are disturbed when we see among our people a climate of fear and anxiety around questions of profiling and immigration enforcement.
The conference releasing this video in November urging compassion for immigrants and expressing concern for the treatment of those being detained. Parishioners here say they'll support whatever course of action Father Josima and the Church Council decide to take.
The Pope has condemned ICE. The American bishops have condemned ICE. I don't know why the Archdiocese is going against them.
Kim Lucy News.
The Department of Education will temporarily bring back nearly 250 federal workers who were placed on administrative leave last March. Their instructions came from an email last Friday. A spokesperson says that while the federal government continues to try to cut jobs at the agency, it will use all of its employees to complete its work, including those in the department's Office for Civil Rights.
The investigation into the death of a Florida teen killed on a cruise ship has led to a custody dispute involving her stepmother. New court documents reveal that her 16-year-old stepbrother is a suspect. Chantel Hudson Kepner appeared in a county courtroom Friday after her ex-husband filed an emergency motion asking for custody of their youngest child. His request comes after a family cruise ended with the death of 18-year-old Anna Kepner, who was found asphyxiated under a bed. She shared a cabin with her 14-year-old brother and her 16-year-old stepbrother, who is a suspect.
In this case, the mother took the children on a cruise against my client's wishes.
Hudson's attorney argues Chantel didn't properly supervise the children, endangering their son, and asked for custody of their 8-year-old daughter. The judge denied it, saying the 16-year-old is no longer in the home.
Several black bears will officially have a target on their backs as the Florida bear hunt is now underway for the first time since 2015. WESH's David Jones has more on the newly set hunt.
Florida's bear hunt is now underway over the next 3 weeks, and for the first time since 2015, hunters are expected to take several dozen black bears statewide. Bear advocacy groups have protested. They even took the state to court, trying to put a halt to the hunt, to no avail. Now, Seminole County-based Bear Warriors United is offering to pay hunters who have taken permits $2,000 not to kill a bear. The Sierra Club of Florida says dozens of its own members, as well as coalition allies, have secured 52 of the available 172 permits.
The people who approved the hunt were the political appointees, and that is why we were calling on Governor DeSantis to step in and stop the hunt.
Sierra Club Florida Director Susanna Randolph says they're hopeful FWC will enforce the law when it comes to monitoring how many bears are taken. She says they've heard some chatter online from hunters talking of settling the score with the non-hunters. She notes killing more than one would be poaching, which is illegal.
The FWC political appointees have really taken away a lot of the tools for the scientists to actually follow the science and do right by what needs to be done for this species to survive for future generations.
WESH 2 spoke with one hunter by phone who said he didn't have any luck Saturday. We talked with him prior in November.
I don't trophy hunt. When I deer hunt, I don't hunt for antlers. It's for the meat. I enjoy deer meat, wild hog meat, turkey meat, and I hope to enjoy bear meat as well.
Randolph says she's concerned about the future when the FWC says dog hunting of Florida black bears will be allowed.
As it's extraordinarily cruel, not just to the bears, but to the dogs. I mean, you lose dogs in the course of bear hunting, but even our U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi prosecuted dog hunters when she was the Attorney General for Florida.
That was WESH's David Jones. The bear hunt runs through the next 3 weeks, and advocates say they'll be watching closely.
A community up north is coming together to battle the cold.
That's still ahead, and so is the story.
I'm happy that it's where I live, and hopefully I can make it to a game.
The world is ready for FIFA 2026, and the draws are in. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
Groups are in, and the sports world is one step closer to FIFA 2026. It was a big weekend for soccer fans all over the world as countries learned who they will be playing against in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And you know, some games will be taking place right here in our own South Florida.
The draw took place Friday at the national capital with the World Cup with a series of historic firsts. Caplin News reporter Valentina Gaspari is live outside Hard Rock Stadium with much more. Hi, Valentina.
Yeah, hi guys. We are talking about the global soccer event that is about 185 days away. We're talking about the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And as you mentioned, it includes a series of historic firsts, one of them being that 3 countries will be hosting this World Cup. They include Mexico, United States, and Canada. The draw took place on Friday at the heart of the nation's capital in Washington, D.C. And in attendance were Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, and U.S. President Donald Trump. Before the draw took place, FIFA President Gianni Infantino awarded President Trump with a gold trophy and a gold medal, along with the very first FIFA Peace Prize award. Some sports stars in attendance that helped participate in the draw included Tom Brady, Aaron Judge, and Shaquille O'Neal. Here's another historic first that will be happening at this World Cup. 48 teams will be participating. That has never happened before. So far, we know 42 of those teams, and the 6 others will be qualifying in March. As for Team USA, they stand in Group D with Paraguay, Australia, and one of the playoff winners. Here, one of the main focuses is on Argentina. They look to defend their title as they are the 2022 World Cup champions. And here in South Florida, there was a watch party on Friday at the amphitheater in Doral, where tons of fans gathered to learn who their country will be playing off against. We saw fans from Argentina, from Colombia, from Uruguay, and from Haiti. And we spoke to one of those fans who tells us how she prepares for this World Cup.
It's an interesting one because it's been a lot of chaos with the tickets and stuff. It's been a lot more expensive this year, but I'm happy that it's where I live and hopefully I can make it to a game.
And back out here live, behind me is the Hard Rock Stadium, which will host some of the World Cup games. They will host 7 of them, including the bronze final. Some of the countries that you'll find playing here include Saudi Arabia, Uruguay, Colombia, and Portugal. They'll be playing at the Hard Rock all throughout this World Cup that will take place on June 11th and will end on July 19th. Live in Miami Gardens, I'm Valentina Gaspari, Caplin News.
With a series of moving clipper systems impacting the U.S., certain states like Minnesota are getting the worst of it. As the cold intensifies, so does the need. Now the community is stepping up with thousands of blanket donations. WCCO's Adam Duxter is showing us how it's all coming together.
What would it take to get you up and out on a cold Minnesota morning?
We rolled in at about 4:20 this morning.
And not just a little early.
Set our alarm for 3:45. We rose right out of bed.
For Sarah Pedersen and Lexi Reimer.
We had it planned for almost a month or so.
Yes,
yeah.
we had to be here.
The before sunrise wake up, a no-brainer. And while most would only wait this long to get something,
some of them are for my grandma. She loves to give blankets all the time.
Today, they're giving blankets and lots of them. And they aren't alone. The need this year.
When this snow comes and the cold comes, our donors in our community go, oh, that's right.
You need blankets.
Couldn't be greater. Diana Dawson is from Bridging, a nonprofit that helps people who need household items. She said this year they have a need for more than 10,000 blankets.
You have a small batch of funds in your hands, and are you going to pay your rent? Are you going to buy food? Are you going to go buy a new blanket? This is the gift. The beautiful part is our community is just, I have these things, I don't need it. Would you like it? Please give it to the person that you know.
Saturday, 2 hours, 4 original Mattress Factory locations, and thousands of donations.
It's just everything. It's what are we here to do? We're here for each other. You know, we're here for the community. We're here to help people. We're your neighbor.
Enough to warm your body and your heart too.
It's honestly such a big thing, especially being in Minnesota. Being kind of warm and having honestly like a basic necessity as a blanket shouldn't be a concern. So, you know, knowing I had extra blankets and things that I could donate, why not take this opportunity to help others and kind of ease anything that they're going through.
Adam Duxter, WCCO News.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
Stand precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Brenda Miranda.
And I've been Dylan Pizet. And remember, you can get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.